18-year-old kid can start a podcast in his room
Yeah.
with $300
Yep.
and actually just be good at what he's doing. He could be talking about video games.
Or
Whoever wants
playing
to
video games,
whoever wants to consume that is going to consume that, and then he can monetize that.
The other challenge though is, are they as well rounded? Spicy, huh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna get some good food here. This is the awesome architecture of this place. We're gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna show you around there, and then I'm gonna show you a spot that has a house next to it. That him and I, my wife rented. It was huge, 4-story house with just 4 of us. Got massages on the deck, and it's literally touching this place. So it's awesome, and so we'll walk around and show you that real quick. So this is part of the house right here.
Oh my god.
So we were in the spa.
So you're touching.
And then when this place was open, it's slow tonight because it's the shitty weather. But there's a bar right here. And they would just hand them over to us.
That's so sick.
And then during the day, it's really sick. Could you come over here? Okay, you can see the water from here. And then this is like a famous Instagram spot for 1 million people to go take photos and everything. You can see all the water.
It's
4-story house right here. Might be hard to see, but it's
pretty dark.
And I'm gonna bring you upstairs real quick.
Yeah.
This up here is the bedroom that I stayed in, and then the next one is where Dakota. So this is part of the house too. Because it's so windy, they put everything back so it doesn't slide all over the place. But normally they have this whole thing going. They'll put a DJ back here, and this place is really going out, having a lot of fun. And then we can see the ocean from here. And next door here is Encanto, which is the restaurant we like as well. Called Splash. Weather's not doing it too much help tonight, but you can see, just look at the chandelier. They're not going to be messing around too much up here. Pretty cool stuff to imagine during the summer, beautiful waters,
No, this place is so
good weather, and it just, you have a DJ and perfect vibe. Love it. This guy is the fucking worst. The worst. He has water on a Friday night.
You're gonna convince him to drink booze.
And my body fat, you know you're not. No, you're not. My body fat percentage is less than his, if you can believe that too. So I was trying to get a connection out here. Found a guy that spoke good English. It's the captain, is what they call it at the place. So got a cell phone number now. I'm connected. So next time, give him a couple $100, and then you got your line in here anytime you need to get in. So that's the way it goes. All right, we're back from dinner. See if this guy wants to go get in the spa or he wants to go to sleep. He is about 80.
Yeah, probably not as well. I'm exhausted. I want to watch Iron Man.
He worked 4 hours today, so he's really tired. Beat his ass in tennis. I'm gonna cancel that tomorrow so you can't come back in here.
I got nothing to say, dude.
What do you think's changed in terms of business opportunities for the youth, aka my generation, that you guys did not have access to?
I mean, it's definitely social media and ways to make money that are remote. I think that didn't exist whatsoever when I was your age, right?
Yeah.
20 years ago. I think there's short-term money to be made there. There hasn't been any long-term proof that there's money that's sustainable there. It's kind of like the one percenters, people that of your age see the Bradley Martins and or the porn stars or whoever it may be that have made an enormous amount of money on social media, but I think they're the quarter or half percenters. I think there's hundreds of thousands of people that don't make money doing that try to. So aside from that, I think there's a lot more flexibility when it comes to making money in e-com and some type of virtual world, if that's social media and or some form of website or e-com that didn't exist 10, 15 years ago.
18-year-old kid can start a podcast in his room with $300
Yep.
and actually just be good at what he's doing. He could be talking about video games. Whoever wants to consume that is going to consume that, and then he can monetize that. So it's a whole new world right now. And I think because of that, a lot of kids are growing up understanding that, and now they're not wanting to go to school because they're like, why would I go to school, get 4 years of debt, and then do something that I don't want to do in a job that is run by the old guard when I can go make $120K fucking doing YouTube stuff.
The other challenge though is, are they as well rounded?
I mean, there's like deeper rabbit holes to go in, but I think like the premise of the question too is like that's what's changed.
No, for sure.
Overall, would you say it's easier or harder to become successful in this day and age?
It's probably easier. I think it's still out to know if it's sustainable or not, right?
Yeah, I would say it's easier because it's easier to. I mean, there's software platforms like Stripe where you can collect somebody's payments very quickly, and you could set up a funnel in 30 minutes and start taking payments through it. Where you just didn't have that infrastructure that you can just go set up these software platforms like that. Now it's a very competitive market if you want to actually sustain what you're doing. Yeah. Now, if you want to do a quick launch and market the shit out of something and then make $100K, you could probably actually do that very easily. But if you want to sustain that over a long period of time, because if you smoke everyone once, then they're not going to buy again. So it's just like
it's like the coaching world too, right?
Yeah, that's where a lot of markets are saturated right now, and a lot of markets are really competitive. So it's like, let's say you're looking at like the gym niche for like lead automation for gyms. Well, there's fucking hundreds of lead automation companies for gyms. So it's like you have to be really good at what you do to keep customers, or you could be a fucking stud marketer and do a one-off and just collect a 10K payment, semi-smoke them, and then just move on.
Well, that's what coaches do half the time, right?
A lot of them, yeah.
The coaching world's a multi-billion-dollar industry where they're just, I'm your life coach at 25 years old. I make a ton of money, and then they get caught up. And they realize that that's not really, there's no value to it.
There's a reason why a majority of coaching companies do paid in fulls. They don't want you on this monthly recurring because you're probably going to say, I don't want to be on this anymore. You'll like it for 3 months potentially, but they do paid in fulls because it's like, well, if somebody already spent 10K, that person's going to already try and just find ways to get 10K of value out of it because they've already spent the money.
Yeah.
But if they're paying $1,000 per month, then at month 4 they might go, I don't want to do this.
They're more
anymore.
engaged at 10K too, right? Initially, so.
Yeah.
How important do you think exercise is in a person's routine, specifically like an entrepreneur who's working so heavily, just sitting at a desk? How important do you think that exercise is?
When I go to the gym, I do not have fun. I don't have a bad time, but I'm not like having a blast.
You're not happy about it.
Like I'm not like when I'm surfing or playing tennis, I'm having a fun time.
Yeah.
When I'm working out, I'm doing my work, I'm doing my discipline. And I think that ingrained into your brain, you're able to bring that over to other components of your life. And that mental component too, of just like the more I exercise, the more mentally strong I am.
The results might not come right away.
Yeah, dude, so many people, they work out and they're like eating healthy and doing all the things right, and they're just not seeing it happen.
If you see photos from when he was first starting to work out, he looked nowhere close to what he does today.
Yeah.
It took him a long time to get to this.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah. All right, I have one final question for you guys. It's a quote from Mark Cuban. I'm sure you guys are well aware of Mark Cuban.
Cubes, dude.
Cube Masterflex.
Cubes.
Absolute GOAT. He said, I would rather work 80 hours a week and make $50,000 a year and work for myself than have a $750,000 a year job working for someone else. What are your guys' thoughts on that statement?
That's extreme. You could take it so many different ways.
So
And you
extreme.
could strategize the breakdown of that. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather take the 700 for 3 years and then put this into this portfolio and get this return and then dip out. So it's just like,
he's basically saying he wants to have an opportunity and make
Yeah.
no money. Then that's what he's trying to.
yeah, if we could get the macro message from it,
Yeah.
yeah, like I would rather just work for myself because I have the autonomy to like do what I want.
Yeah.
I think a lot of entrepreneurs though don't understand that. I mean, I've even given you shit for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're gonna go tennis. I can't do it. I'm like, no, you can. We're gonna go play
I
tennis at
know.
noon. You own your fucking time.
Yeah, because I'm an extremist, so I'm just like, people are like, even on like Thanksgiving, they're like, oh, I'm not going to work on Thanksgiving. When you're an entrepreneur, you're just like, what do you mean?
Well, it's not work
Like,
at that point. You
it's
just
like,
do things.
It's
yeah.
just, and then people are like, oh, I wanted to like stop working for somebody else, so I started my own business, and now I work 24/7.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, so if you're not ready to make that lifestyle switch, then
But you just don't count hours. That's the biggest thing. It's just you
No,
do
you-
it when it needs you to do things.
yeah, you're not punching clocks.
No.
But that's what I love about entrepreneurship, because it's going to weed so many people out, because so many people don't have the stomach for
We
that.
talked about that earlier today,
Yeah.
right? How people just they want this immediate gratification. It just doesn't. It's not the way life works.
Yeah. What do these outros consist of?
Just this is the day.
Peace out, like and subscribe.
Let's go. Go ahead and crush that fucking like button. Drop me a comment.
Let's go. Where'd you get all this energy from,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Dakota should subscribe to
dude? Crush that like
You
button.
see, you see that subscribe? Punch that in for me, boy. Let's go. Subscribe.
So this is the day in a life, right? So we dropped the car off, had dinner, talked a little bit of business. This guy's crushing it right now, and now we're gonna watch a movie and relax,
Yeah.
chill out the day. And this is the day in a life. You want some passive income? You want to live a life like this? Let us know. Hit like.